Hey everyone, welcome back to Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. I'm DisturbingPuppet. We're continuing the campaign from where we left off, if I said continuing correctly. So there is a little bit here with a bunch of different file cabinets, and I went ahead and read through some of the other files. There are actually a bunch in here. None of them are like super fantastic. I read through a couple in the last. I'm not going to go through all of them. We're just going to go ahead and continue on to the next thing. So I think we already, so that's already gone through that. So we have a weird power now that we can kind of look at things in the past, which is a little strange.
Who even still uses file cabinets, Joey? Just don't drop it on my toes again, Vince.
Yeah, so we can use a power to kind of get some information about the past. Did I use it on the door? I don't remember.
Is this the place, Joey? Sure is. How are we gonna get this desk up the stairs? Couldn't you got a lighter one? Shut up and do your job, Vince.
Okay, yeah, not that interesting. All right, let's continue on.
It's off to Europe, buddy.
Radical.
Yeah, radical.
Radical Romania. Okay, I was expecting to get
And
brighter.
this was it. Paris. I stepped out of the downpour into Flamel's hutch just in time. What followed was some kind of meteorological insanity. Hurricane Herbert baffled weathermen and struck anywhere in the world without warning. That was far from my biggest concern, though. You see, during the long cab ride from the airport, I'd taken some liberties with my walk dogs, what with the kind of march a gumshoe puts them through. Bumbled up and explaining to the obnoxious cabbie in my very approximate French that, no, I didn't want a detour to gawk the big old oil rig they planted downtown. Fate sucker punched me right in the gut. I, left my shoes in the cab.
I was gonna say, he's still not wearing shoes. All right, so we are in Paris. I really expected the story to go a very different way. I thought we'd be going back to Fishmouth because there's all these references to them making something arise out of the water, and we really probably don't want that to happen. Paris. My goal is somewhere at the top of the stairs, but I can't just go wandering up there. I need someone to show me the way. All right. Well, I've got an obvious flyer.
Looks like a flyer about Nicholas Flamel.
Who was Nicholas Flamel? I don't remember.
This might prove useful at some point.
Yeah, tuck that away. Oh, he was alchemist or something, right?
It's a flyer what bears Flamel's mug. It's also got a writ of his goings and doings. Reading that, though, is a first-class ticket to Knapsville. Population Z's.
Well, we have a bell. We have a ledger. Anything else? I need to find some shoes for you, buddy. Portrait, which I can't see at all.
It's an old portrait of, I guess, that Flamel fella.
This game really needs gamma controls, because to me that's just black. Totally black there. Oh, I can just try to take the portrait. Okay.
A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmsted. Your penthouse quarters are ready. Right this way.
Olmsted, huh? Nice, familiar ring to it.
That's supposed to be like Bob Olmsteen that we're looking for. Using the hunter's mark on Flamel's portrait revealed the assumed name Olmsteen stayed here under Olmsted. I should confront Serge, the concierge, about this. Serge, the concierge. Okay. Oh, he keeps looking at his watch. I don't know how often it's gonna. Well, the stairs right there. How often that ability is gonna come in useful. Can we just go up the stairs?
That's gotta be my destination, but I don't exactly know where I'm going.
Okay. Understandable. How about we just look in the ledger?
That's a lot of book right there. That's the concierge's prerogative.
Okay, we can't look at it, apparently.
Oh, wow. getting such a garbled mess. It's indecipherable.
Okay, too much stuff. Kitchen hallway, really, okay.
A reddish corridor of old portraits and domestic odors. Nah, it's private. Must be the missus.
I also can't really see that. It looks like a person whose head is a piece of bread. That's about all I can tell from looking at it.
No thanks. She's taken, and I got Cornelia.
Alright, let's just ring the bell.
Good evening.
Good evening, monsieur. My name is Serge, and I'm the concierge here. How may I help you?
I believe I have the right address. Rue de Montmorency, 51. I'm interested in an apartment.
Everything is rented out, monsieur. I'm sorry.
Everything.
Well, yes, everything.
You seem to hesitate there. Is there maybe one you're holding on to for somebody?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
My interests are scientific in nature. I understand there's some historical significance to this building.
You are correct. Sir Nicolas Flamel, the famed alchemist, lived here for a while. On the top floor.
May I see that apartment?
I'm afraid not, sir. As you well guessed, it is being held onto.
Held on to, huh? Any chance it's a mysterious person interested in stabilizing volatile elements and such?
Monsieur is very inquisitive.
So, Olmstein, or Olmsten, or whatever, is he supposed to also be Flamel? I think that was the case. It's been like a week since I played this last.
Does the name Olmstead ring a bell, Mr. Serge?
I do not know who you are or what are you seeking, but this conversation ends now. I have some soap on the stove and I must tend to it. Au revoir.
Well, I mean, we know it's top floor. Serge may be a curmudgeon, but he does show up whenever I ring for him. Kind of cruel, but also fun. So we can just keep bringing him out forever. Okay. Well. Oh, okay. Ancient inscription, which I can't see.
I'm sorry, I can't read ancientish.
Ancient-lentish.
No use for this troglodyte.
Okay, how about we use the power?
Hic habitat Flamilus.
That did not help.
Maybe it did, who knows? Okay. So we did that before.
Beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmsted.
Olmstead, huh? Nice, familiar ring to it.
I mean, I know where. It's top floor.
I can't just blindly walk up there. Need someone to show me upstairs.
Oh, give me a break. Just go to the top floor. You know it's top floor. Oh, ancient communication device. Is that a phone? A regular phone.
Been a while since I've seen one of these.
Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you.
Watson.
I don't think I'm getting any calls here.
Okay. Got like a bell there. Thankfully, this game is dark, but I can do this to kind of see. Yeah, like, okay. There's darkness. There's a fishing hook, which I can't see at all. This is just solid black on my screen. This is solid black with, it's darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Nothing that way.
Okay. Can we use the darkness?
Nah, that's not the right direction.
Wield it. Your dark heart. Yeah, there might be a tiny, couple pixels of light there on my screen.
There's a fishing hook just lying on the floor. I wonder how it got here.
That is pretty weird. Okay. We got an achievement for that. Huh.
Picked up this fishing hook. Don't ask me why. I'm not sure either.
I mean, you could, depending on the shape, you might be able to use it to help pick a lock. If we attach a string to it, we might be able to, like, sling it at a key or something, maybe, and hook it. I'm not sure. Get any updates? Yeah.
No resonance.
Okay. So we've tried using the power on anything I think might be useful. Is there anything else?
Oh, Serge, we will be so happy here. Now get cracking on that dinner. Allez!
Okay. Oh, very nice. All right. Is that... Have I used the power on everything? I think so. Ding ding. It's weird that his face, the closest thing to
I
the
think we
light,
got off on the wrong foot, Monsieur Serge.
is dark.
Makes no difference. I cannot show you the apartment, and that is final.
I find your reticence suspicious.
My reticence is born of loyalty and respect.
Loyalty to whom, Mr. Olmstev?
Oh, your inquisitiveness grows tiresome. I have things to do. Now, if you'll excuse me, please let yourself out.
Okay. So the stairs...
Same guy.
Right?
He's looking kinda surprised for some reason. I'm not hauling that around.
I think there might be something behind it. Yeah,
Nah, it's
Screwed up.
hooked into the wall already.
I think I'm more, scratched up or something. Okay.
It's not a bookmark.
Okay.
No hooking required.
Hooking.
Nah, I feel like I need this.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing here.
Nothing on the hallway.
Judging by the smells and sounds, that way lies the kitchen. Nah, it's private. The world has changed indeed.
Okay. Well, I mean, they've got a huge ancient ledger here, so what do you expect?
Not everything's gone digital, I guess. I find that strangely comforting.
Actually, in my experience, you typically have paperwork and digital versions of everything. So in some ways, it's sort of just doubled your workload in a lot of ways. Easier to find stuff, but entering everything twice. Yeah, what am I gonna do here? Can I... No, we can't go that way.
I need someone to show me upstairs. Don't know where I'm headed exactly.
That is such a stupid excuse. We know it's the top floor. Okay. Interesting. Doesn't seem like I can go anywhere else. Alright. Stairs. Portrait. Ancient inscription. Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting if I could say or read the ancient inscription while he was here. But it seems like we have that conversation. I can't do anything else while he's out here. Maybe I just have to interrupt him a bunch, but that seems like bad design. I mean, it's kind of the reference is telling me, like, just harass him over and over again. We'll just keep interrupting him while he's cooking. Hi.
Ah, it's you again. Look, monsieur, I have a wife on the stove and a soup in the other way around. My point is, I'm a busy man.
I just wanted to come clean. It's Olmsted who sent me. I was just testing you before.
Oh, really? I never saw him with anyone else before, let alone sending someone. Allow me to remain suspicious as to your truthfulness. The fact that you know his name does not mean you represent him or are even his friend.
You have the right to your opinion.
And the right to ignore your apartment visiting insistences.
I'm here for the thing Mr. Olmsted left behind. I'm sure I can find a way to convince you that I'm his representative.
Fine, I'll play along. Let me think. Something that only he and I would know. Aha! All right. Could you perhaps tell me, Mr.
K-type.
Mr. K-type, do you know what his nickname for me was? That only he and I knew? And if you tell me that, I'm fully convinced he really did send you and hand you the key to Flamel's room.
Flamel's what?
Room?
Rome?
Room! Oh, you are insufferable.
I've interacted with everything with my ability, though, so you'd think if it was there, unless it gives me different things if I do it different times, did I not do it on the bell? I don't know.
Stretch?
No,
Gramps?
not by a long shot.
Sergio Leone?
Not even closer.
I don't recall right now. I'm sure it'll come to me.
Why am I not surprised? Anything else, monsieur?
Not for now, I guess.
Adieu.
Okay, so we use the power on everything.
This way, this way. So good to have you again. This way, this.
Okay, so that's the same.
A beautiful depiction of Flamel indeed, Mr. Olmsted. Your Pentagrams are ready. Right this way.
Olmsted, huh? Nice, familiar ring to it.
It seems like it's always the same.
Hic habitat Flamilus.
That did not help.
So there's no point in doing it multiple times.
No resonance.
There's too much here.
Oh, wow. Getting such a garbled mess. It's indecipherable.
About here. Nope, okay.
Get nothing here.
Not the kitchen hallway.
Mr. Watson, come in. I want to see you.
Nothing that way.
Was that everything? Check, 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 check.
Oh, Serge, we will be so happy here. Now get cracking on that dinner. Allez!
Yeah, I wish I could use it, like, on him when he was here. There's nothing else, so I can kind of use this to kind of see if there is anything else. There's no point in me searching other stuff. Huh, okay. I could kind of use the power on the flyer or something.
It's a flyer what bears Flamel's mug. It's also got a writ of his goings and doings. Reading that, there was a first-class ticket to Knapsville. Population Z's. That would result in something positively useless.
Well, it's an adventure game. That's exactly what you do.
Picked up this fishing hook. Don't ask me why. I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I think that's going to come in later. I don't think it's something right away. I've interacted with everything, though.
That's gotta be my destination, but I don't exactly know where I'm going.
This way, this way. It's so good to have you again.
Yeah, it's all his talking to Olmstead, not the other way around. Oh. Wish I could use the power on the flyer, but I don't think that would really do anything. If I could use the power on him...
Oh no, do you not have anything better to do with your time than torture me, Mr. K-Type?
May I inquire about a book you have here?
You may. It is our Flamel Memorial Guest Book. I have been keeping it for more than 30 years now.
So it's one of those things you write your impressions in after visiting?
You should be a detective.
How can I give my impression on Flamel if you won't let me visit his rooms?
I don't know. Does this lobby elicit any historical enthusiasm in you?
Alright, I'd like to jot down my impressions of the place.
I'm afraid I can't let you personally do that, but I will be happy to write down whatever it is you wish.
Alright. By the way, what a beautiful quill you've got there.
Actually, it's a fountain pen, made to look like a quill.
Is the feather real?
Quite a real Corvus Corax feather, yes. A fine present from someone very close to my heart. What shall I write?
I, Donald R. K-Type,
Yes?
knowing full well that this will go into recorded history.
Yes?
Cannot help but affirm
Yes?
Can't interact with anything while the conversation's going on, though.
that in a state of solemn fascination.
Bon Dieu, is there more?
Oh, I've only just begun. I am a visitor to these strange francophone lands.
Yes?
So if I make it last long enough, he'll give me the pen to write it myself, probably.
So I staggered through the rain-slick streets of the metropolis.
In the name of all that is sacred, is there more?
For, in these precipitous times, my efforts to abscond the true nature of my incursions into the obscure and forbidden.
Monsieur, you'll have to excuse me. I will be right back. Je viens, je viens.
Excellent. I don't even want to read. I'll go ahead and do it. In his rush to attend to his wife and his soup, Serge left something behind. Something that could help answer some questions.
Monsieur Serge seems to have forgotten his beloved pen there.
This is for you, Papillon. Monsieur Olmsted, it's beautiful. You're too kind.
Not Papillon, Papillon.
As Mac Viper says, never touch another man's pen.
Okay.
Pretty thing, I must admit.
Alright. Let's ring the bell again.
I might have known it was you. What is it now?
I'm kind of tempted just to do this. Yeah.
Just wondering how the soup's coming along.
It was fine until you arrived. Is that it?
I remembered what Olmsted used to call you. It was Papillon.
A convert boy in the face of evidence. You truly must be an envoy of my dear friend. I will give you the key to the apartment. Please reassure Monsieur Olmsted of my everlasting devotion and friendship.
I'll be sure to do that. Thanks. What is it that endeared you so to Olmsted, Mr. Serge?
Is, strange. I find it hard to put my finger on it. I just feel so loyal to him.
Strange.
I suppose it is a bit strange, but I'm an old man.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
How do you remember Olmsted?
Oh, a very, very warm and likable gentleman.
Yeah, but what of his appearance?
Appearance? Funny. Now that you mention it, I'm having a hard time recollecting his visage.
Strange.
Yes, maybe. But I'm an old man, and my memory is foggy about a lot of things.
Yeah, that would explain it. Is Flamel's, thing still up there?
Is sing music type?
Oh, come on, Serge. I work for the man. You know, the stabilizing element he was after.
I truly know nothing of what Monsieur Olmsted was researching up there. I figured he would keep you in the loop, no?
It's complicated. Olmstein sends his regards.
Olmstein?
Huh. I mean Olmsted. Silly me.
Thank you for delivering his message.
Thanks, Serge. I'll come to bother you if there's anything else.
No bother at all. Anything for Monsieur Olmsted.
And now we don't need someone to show us the way. Which was the whole excuse in the first place. Oh, that's not good. Well... Pentagram... Strange dust... Surviving books... Big hole in the window. Was this from the story? But the story took place, the Haunter in the Dark thing with the church took place in Arkham, or Providence or something?
Paris, the city of lights. More like lightning now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be standing there, but okay.
What a cacophony. Too many damned people.
Damned dirty apes and people.
A really old, really crooked armoire.
Okay, not giving me hints.
A big vertical crack in it lets me know it's empty.
Okay. So we have an ancient armoire, which is very dark. Pentagram. Surviving... Oh, we have rotting books. Surviving books. Well, I guess we'll look at the obvious thing.
Of course there had to be a pentagram. Of course.
Of course. Use it!
Know this, seeker. Books hold untold meaning. Order is capital.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that to actually do anything.
A pentagram. From my forays into the occult, I know of rituals involving certain words that need to be spoken near every angle of a wicked sign. Where do I look for them?
Well, the books, but half the books are trashed. No, we've actually got an order here, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll probably have to say a particular word as we use each one. Something like that, I would guess. It seems like I can't use the pentagram in general.
I, or the Roman numeral for 1.
Know this, Seeker. Books hold untold meaning. Order is capital.
Is there something new?
Order is capital. Must mean there's a certain sequence I need to follow.
Right. I assumed that as well.
Ancient books, rotting away in this forsaken attic. So much for anyone ever reading them.
That could be a problem.
These particular books had somehow survived. They seemed to be in alphabetical order. I was gonna have to make some kind of informed choice here. Choices, actually.
So they're in alphabetical order by title. Cultor est in tenebris, Emures in paratibus, ex oblivion, fails de ulthar, iconis, identificado idolateris, idolum in ignis, impedio vasarosus, in latibris metum, in nomine ubris, occidentum reanimator, like that. Okay. Polaris sepulchrum terribilis est senex, and vastificum. Okay, so the first one was I. So 1, I. Is there anything... I mean, there are multiple titles that start with I. I'm looking for some other kind of hint. Unfortunately, a lot of the screen is quite dark. I thought there might be some kind of numbering on the books or something else. They all have the little thing here, so that's not telling me anything. There are 3 rows of 5. I don't know that that holds any particular meaning. If it's like first shelf I, that would mean the very first one, because there's only one with an I. But then, was it just I, and then, was it all Roman numerals? I, B, I, V. Yeah, it's... Color could be something. There's one yellow. It's kind of hard to tell some of the colors apart. Some are quite close. A couple purple. Couple kind of like, I think these greens are supposed to be the same. These are kind of the same. These are kind of the same. These are kind of the same. Yeah, I'm not sure if that actually matters.
There's something capital about these titles. It is reflected in the knowledge within.
Capital.
The surviving books in the library have got to be connected to the pentagram. They all have just the first 5 words underlined. Can't be coincidence.
Do they?
Haunter's mark revealed there's something capital about the books. Capital.
They all have just the first 5 words underlined. What? What? None of them have the words underlined. What are you talking about? I'm misunderstanding something. They all have just the first 5 words underlined. Like, I guess I should look in one of the books. Okay, so inside the book. So maybe it has to do more with what's inside the book. So like in this case, this could be the first one because the first word starts with I. But that would mean the second one would have to be I. So maybe the capital, there'd be a capital I and then another capital I would be in the first 5. This would have 3 capital I's in the first 5, an I and a V and a V. So like that has an I. That would be EEP, which isn't anything. Curious, I want to just look and see if any of these fit to like the II or any of that kind of stuff. Oh. Be kind of a simple thing if that were the case. So the possibility is that the I as 1 could mean A, so you're looking for a capital A. But I don't recall seeing like a B, C, D, that kind of thing. There's a D and a U. C. So we've got a C and a D. E. So we have C, D, and E, so we're just looking for A and B. But I'm not even sure that's the solution here. There's A. Is there a B? If there's a B, then yeah, we're probably good. There's multiple C's though, it looks like. I don't see a B is the problem. So like if that is correct. Okay, so that's still there. I'm not looking at word order, I'm just looking at capitalized words in the first 5. There wasn't a B, though. Unless I skipped over it. Which is possible. D and U. C. Yeah, I've got C, D, and E, but there's no B. There's no capital B in any of these. I'm not sure if that's the solution then, since we're missing one of them. I wish you could see that.
I, or the Roman numeral for 1. Appropinquarit. Nothing.
Okay, so that's probably not correct.
Know this, seeker. Books hold untold meaning. Order is capital.
Order is capital. So some of the words are capitalized. Only the first 5 are underlined, so I'm assuming that matters, not the title. So maybe it's just whatever the second in the alphabet is after A. So this is the first one. So there's a couple C's. I guess I could try that. What's capitalized? Was there more than one C? I don't remember for sure. So there's a D. There. So we have caddis. Is there another C? Capitalized. Yes. Which one was this? That one? Okay, so now we've got D, which I think was up here somewhere. Disitur, is there something that comes before DI? Capitalized and underlined. I could be totally wrong in what I'm doing. Okay, so the DI somewhere here. Okay, so under E, there was an X in one of them. Et. Oh, we have. Is that more than one et? Yeah, I've got et and exum. And we have et. So 2 ets. That's potentially a problem. Does anything come before et that's capitalized? It's X. Yes. Let's see if that works.
Apropinquarit. Nothing. Cactus. Nothing. Concilium. Nothing.
Something's wrong. Maybe.
I keep getting the words wrong. Maybe there's a clue I'm missing out on. Maybe something in the titles.
Yeah, I mean, the titles could have something to do with it. I've kind of been ignoring the titles and just focusing on what's inside. I suppose it could be the, so it could be the book order. So they're in alphabetical order already. then if I only go through the first 5 books and only just go... I mean, that solution kind of made sense to me, in a way. So it was just going by alphabetical order of what the earliest parts of the alphabet were. So in this case, it could just be the first 5 books are all that matter. That seems kind of odd. That would only take into account the first 5 books. Because it would be sort of like picking... For book number 1 would be whatever the first capitalized word is. But then, I mean, you could either go first capitalized word, you could even do every capitalized word in alphabetical order. I'm not sure how that would work. Let's just see. If we go first, I'm sure it's wrong. It can't be, especially repeating the same thing. There's no way that's correct. I don't believe it.
Inquisitore. Nothing.
Okay. So we'll take all of these off, because I'm sure that was wrong. So we could try just every capitalized word from 1 on in order. We'll give that a shot. So next is et, exum praeratus, but then we don't have to go through that many books, so it's kind of weird. I feel like that can't possibly be right.
Inquisitore. Nothing.
Okay, yeah.
Those surviving books, I was counting them before, but I'm starting to think that it's not it. They're arranged alphabetically.
Okay, this is unfortunately where not being able to tell colors apart super clearly might be a problem. Okay, so this color... don't think... Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3... 4, 5? Are those supposed to be the same? Are these 5 supposed to be the same color? That's a little lighter, but that could just be lighting. These 3 are obviously darker, it looks like. These kind of match more in color. So I'm thinking it's going to be... But is it going to be all the capitalized words, or just some of them, is the thing. So that's that one. This looks like the same color to me. It might also be that they only are going to have 1, so it's going to be less of an issue. And so far that's correct, looking at these. Yep, just 1. Okay, that could be it, because they all look like basically the same color, although this could potentially be the same. It is nice that it's giving me little hints and stuff, though. Let's see if that works.
Et. Nothing.
Oh, come on, really? I thought for sure that was it.
Cactus. Nothing.
Huh. So knowing Latin might help. So they're in alphabetical order. I need to look at the books in the correct order. If there's an order to the 5 books. It's like Oblivion, icons, identifying idolaters, burning idols, stopping something. So if it is those 5, what's the correct order? I feel like it is those 5. So if I had to guess, I would say like icons, identifying idolaters would probably be the first 2. I can just try those 2 and see.
Cactus. I had chosen the book starting with an I and the first word in the sentence. I was onto something.
Okay, so that one's correct. But you're just kind of guessing.
I chose a word as order in the sentence corresponds with the book's title's initials.
What? I did? Word whose order in the sentence corresponds to the book title's initials. Okay, but how do I know?
Magnum. Nothing.
Okay, that's wrong. Caddis is right. Okay. So 1 is I, second is I. But that would be right, wouldn't it? Because that's 2. This is also... Well, that's I. Why is this one not right for 2? So Caddis is right, so that's I first. I should be correct for second. I don't know why it isn't. I. IV. And then just V. So as far as I'm concerned, that 100% should be correct. But I'm pretty sure it said Magnum was wrong.
Cactus. I had chosen the book starting with an I and the first word in the sentence. I was onto something. Magnum. Nothing. X. Nothing. Quad. Nothing.
See, I'm not sure if they're wrong or if it's just that I have to do them in order.
Ibi. Nothing.
So it's not really telling me for sure if those other words are correct or not. Yeah, I don't get it. So 2 should be here. Unless it's the second word. Was caddis the first word in that one? It was. Okay, we'll try that then. So this will be the second word. This will be the third word. Fourth. And this will be the fifth. So I was just focusing on the capitalized words, and just looking at words in general, so maybe that's it. If this doesn't work, I'm really stuck.
Cactus. I had chosen the book starting with an I, and the first word in the sentence. I was onto something.
Est.
Hey, I think we got it.
Draconi. In. Phenom.
Okay, I was not expecting a ladder to come down from the sky. All right, yeah, actually, it was nice having a little bit of hints there to kind of help with it, and kind of go from there. All right, I think it's a good place to stop. So I tried to aim for about 30 minutes with these, and we went way over just because I was in the middle of solving a puzzle. So we got that one done. We'll carry on next time from here. This has been more Gibbous. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Hopefully, I will see you all next time. Until then, have a good one.